In our last class, we have seen what is standard deviation for raw data, discrete data, and continuous data. Some simple problems on raw data, discrete data, and continuous data. In this presentation, I am going to teach you coefficient of variation. So, we have to know what is coefficient of variation, and we are going to solve some simple problems on coefficient of variation. Let us recall a formula for standard deviation. Here I have given the formulas for raw data, discrete data. In discrete data, direct method and deviation method I have mentioned here. And also for continuous data, direct method and deviation formulas are given below. Next, our definition is relative measure on standard deviation. Here we are going to find the coefficient of variation. First we have to see what is coefficient of variation. The relative measure of dispersion based on standard deviation defined by standard deviation divided by mean into 100. This is the formula for coefficient of variation, standard deviation. So first we have to find standard deviation divided by our mean value for given data, and then we have to multiply the terms into 100. And this is also called as coefficient of variation. That is, a coefficient of variation is C dot V. Simply it is mentioned C dot V is equal to sigma, which is standard deviation, divided by x bar is mean into 100. So which is the formula for coefficient of variation. Let us see one example. Find the standard deviation for the following data and hence calculate its coefficient. So we have to calculate here standard deviation and also coefficient of variation. So you know how to calculate standard deviation. By using a continuous data, we have to find standard deviation for the given data. Here wages and number of persons are given. So our data are continuous, class intervals, like class intervals. So we have to use continuous data for this problem. So here they are used continuous data formula for deviation method, which is sigma is equal to root of summation fd square divided by n minus summation fd by n the whole square into c. So let us solve this problem. So first column is class interval, second column is frequency, in third column we have to find the mid value x. By using our class interval, we have to find our mid value x. Our first class interval 70 to 80. So we have to find the average of that class interval, which is 70 plus 80 divided by 2 is equal to 75. Similarly, 80 plus 90 divided by 2 is 85. Like that you have to find the mid value x, and then you have to find the d value, which is by using a formula x minus a divided by c. So you have to choose one assumed mean in your mid value. Here I have chosen 105 as my assumed mean. So we have to use this assumed mean into our d formula, which is x minus a divided by c. So by using this formula, we are going to find the value of d, which is our x value. First x value is 75 minus a assumed mean is 105. So 75 minus 105 divided by c. C is a class limit. So x minus a divided by c. C is a class limit, which is 10. So 75 minus 105 is minus 30 divided by 10 is equal to minus 3. Similarly, 85 minus 105 is minus 20 divided by class limit is 10. So minus 20 by 10 is equal to minus 2. 95 minus 105 is minus 10 divided by 10 is equal to minus 1. So like that you have to find the values in d, and then you have to multiply your frequency into d. So which is 12 into minus 3 is equal to minus 36. 18 into minus 2 will be minus 36. 35 into minus 1 is minus 35. 42 into 0 is 0. 50 into 1 is 50. 45 into 2 is 90. 20 into 3 is 60. 8 4s are 32. After that, you have to square your d value. So you will get d square and then multiply into your f. So you will get fd square value, which is your loss column. And then you have to find the value of summation f. So you have to add all the values in the frequency. So you will get the value 230, which is your summation F or caps N, which is total frequency. And then you have to find the value summation FD. So you have to add all the values in FD. You will get 125, which is your summation FD. And then you have to add all the values in FD square. You will get 753, which is summation FD square value. Now you have to substitute all the values into your formula, which is root of summation FD square value is 753 divided by total frequency is 230 minus summation FD value is 125 divided by N value is 230 whole square into 10, which is your class limit. So if you divide this, you will get the term 3.2739 minus 0.2954 into 10. So if you solve these values, you will get the sigma value, which is standard deviation value 17.2583, which is your standard deviation. Now we have to find the coefficient for this problem. So by using a formula, coefficient of variation is equal to sigma, which is standard deviation, divided by x bar is mean into 100. So you have to find mean here, because in our formula we have x bar, so we have to find x bar for continuous data. So our continuous data formula for x bar mean is equal to summation fx divided by n. So you have to find summation fx, which is 25,400 divided by 230. If you divide this term, you will get 110.4348, which is your mean value. After that, you have to substitute into your coefficient of variation formula, sigma divided by x bar into 100, which is 17.2583 divided by 110.4348 into 100. If you solve this value, you will get 15.6276, which is your coefficient of variation for this problem. Our next example is, from the following data, find out which product is more stable in prices. So in this problem, they are mentioned that we have to find which product in the two product A and B, we have to find which is more stable in prices. So we have to find the coefficient of variation, because if it is they are mentioned the product which is more stable, so we have to find the coefficient of variation and then conclude the product which is more stable. Here the price of product A is given and the price of product B is given. So the two data are raw data. So we have to take X as price of product A and Y as the price of product B. We know what the formula for raw data in standard deviation, which is sigma is equal to root of summation x square divided by n minus summation x by n the whole square. So we have to find our x square and y square value here. So in our table, our first column is x values, which is given in our question, price of product A, and x square, which is if we square our x values, we will get x square value, which is given in second column, and y is, which is price of product B, is given in third column, and we have to square our y values, we will get y square value. After that, you have to find all the summation of x, y, x square and y square. So summation x value is 100, summation x square value is 2030, summation y value is 75, summation y square value is 1193. Now you have to substitute all these values into a formula. So we have to find two standard deviation, because the two raw data are given in our question. So we have to find two standard deviation. So let us find first sigma is equal to root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n the whole square, using our x values. So here summation x square value is 2030 divided by n. So number of given item is 5. Minus summation x value is 100 divided by 5 the whole square. If you solve this, you will get your standard deviation value is 2.4495, which is your product A price. And then if you solve sigma is equal to root of summation y square by n minus summation y by n the whole square value, you will get the value standard deviation is 3.6878. Now you have to find the coefficient of variation for these two standard deviation. So first we have to find the coefficient of variation for your x value, which is sigma divided by x bar into 100. Here your x bar value is summation x by n. So 100 by n is equal to 20. If you solve this value, you will get coefficient of variation is equal to 12.2475, which is your coefficient of variation for the price of product A. And then now you have to find the product B price, which is x bar is equal to summation y by n. So if we substitute summation y, 75 by 5 is equal to 15. So in this coefficient of variation formula, we have to substitute our sigma value 3.6878 divided by x bar is 15 into 100. If we solve this value, you will get CV is equal to 24.5853. So compare with your x value, y is greater. So since the coefficient of variation of the prices of product A is less than that of the price of product B, because it is clearly product B is a greater value, so product B A is less than compare with product B. So concluding that product A is more stable in prices. This is for your homework. In this problem, you have to find first the standard deviation for continuous data. Here the single class interval is given, but model A, model B, two frequencies are given. So you have to find first the standard deviation for the model A, and then you have to find the standard deviation for model B. And then you have to find the coefficient of variation for model A and then coefficient of variation for model B. After that, you have to compare the two coefficient of variation value, then which is greater, which is your solution. So which model has greater uniformity, which is your solution for this problem. So you can go through your last example, which is similar to the homework problem, but here you have to use the continuous data problem formula. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubts in all these problems or in homework problem, you can ask me. I will help you. Thank you once again.